Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time a modeling ruined everything. Thankfully, it's nothing that can't be salvaged with a little bit of effort, but it's gonna take some effort. For now, we gotta go let Emmerich know that Amonelane ordered a protester who had understandable, if incorrect, concerns, well, from my perspective, incorrect concerns, ordered her to get shot, nearly to death. Amonelane, the fuck is wrong with you, you monster? Thancred has lost all patience with Lord Amonelane. Yeah, so did Satora. She almost decked him herself. It was amazing. It was really amazing. I wish we had done it. I have no desire to wait for the Lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. Yeah, that's fair. Amonelane, we are going to be expecting you in Ishgard, though. You better show up, because you have a lot to answer for. Oh, he already took off. Oh, he was not waiting around to get yelled at again. We'll probably see him there, hopefully. Hopefully. Now arriving at the congregation. Hey, so we've got bad news we gotta give to Emmerich directly. You are expected, miss. Pray proceed. Yay! Edmund! Hi! We received troubling reports from Falcon's Nest. What befell you there? Amonelane will tell you when he gets here. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Satora. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. Well, fuck. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Yeah, Amonelane accidentally ordered a woman get shot. It was an accident on his part, but he did fuck up really bad. It sucks. Like, oh my god, he fucked up. I see, so that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? Did Emmerich's clothing finally get a texture update? They didn't specify which NPCs got updated in 7.5. For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace of sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it? Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorying in their excesses. A difficult path to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Immodeline take part in the Grand Melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Satora, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the Grand Melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Oh, I've been really excited for the Grand Melee. Let's do this. So that is their solution. A Grand Melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come to so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? It is getting to be a bit much, but no. I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. A poor choice of words, for friends tried and true then, the living and the lost. So for this Grand Melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she'll have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Are you gonna try and hook up with her? He's gonna try and go hook up with her. Lucia! We have an interesting assignment. Well met, Satora. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I have. We're going to be fighting the Grand Company of Eorzea. Sorry, the Grand Companies of Eorzea. I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch, we are going to go speak to Hilda about that. Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. That is fair. I don't know if we had to worry about Hilda doing that, but fair enough. Let us go and make the delivery. Oh, please let me make it there before they start actually hooking up. I don't think Hilda would with him, but like, Thancred is a smooth talker. You never know what he's gonna pull. He's unfortunately very skilled with his tongue. Probably innuendo intended? I'm not sure. I thought you had something to discuss with the first commander. Yeah, we're already done. Huzzah! We've been spoiling for a fight. We won't let Sir Emmerich down. You'll see. Bloody fool doesn't realize you have to sit this one out. If all the watch ran off with Sir Emmerich to play soldier, who'd be left to keep an eye on things here? Indeed. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, Lucia has a list of your soldiers, or your watch, who she trusts most for this. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search the foundation, and you the pillars. Alright. Do not look at me like that. I will begin my search in due time. Hilda, don't let him smooth talk you. I still can't believe he actually hit the daft bastard. God, I wish I'd been there to see it. Do not let him sweet talk you with him beating up Immodeline. As cool as it was, please don't sleep with Thancred. He doesn't deserve it. Alright, let's go searching. Alright, looks like we're gonna be starting the Jeweled Crozier. Oh, yeah, he's in his usual spot. That makes sense. Monelaine! Hi! I carried Onawa to the manor. Our best cat urchins are tending to him as we speak, but he has yet to wake, but surely he will. So, your father has a request of you. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. To be fair, Emmerich does seem to actually be on your side on this one. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the woman you want to be, whereas you should meet Frey. Anyways, moving on. I'm a son of House Fortam, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was a way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Onawa, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision. Goddamn! Now that's some character growth. Finally accepting some responsibility. Let's see what decision he makes then. Here's hoping it's the right one. Found him, did you? I did. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matter demands his personal attention? I am coming to spy on a Monelaine. I see. Very well, you may enter.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalaine. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emmanuel de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time? Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Of course they were gonna drag us into it. Thancred, I better not hear you say I told you so. We would not have come this far were it not for you, Satora. It has been an honor and a privilege. You say that as if you're going to die. Gods help me, I think it might be love. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. You were in the room spying then? Of course you were. You're the goddamn espionage master of the Scions. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. I'm not grabbing these weapons. Nope, not doing it. Alright. This is gonna be a long one, but we're doing the Grand Melee. The Grand Melee is poised to begin, and Lucio would not be late. I wonder how this is gonna go. Sir Emeric informed me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and the Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Satora. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pitch yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Oh, so you know I've been doing PvP. How long have you been watching me, Thancred? Alright, let's get out there. Out to the Gates of Judgment. It is time for a spectacle. Oh, everybody's here. Everybody's here. It ain't often highborn dandies deign to fight alongside us hoi polloi. Like all our name days rolled into one, it is. Then again, it's our national pride that's at stake, national and personal. I ain't about to let a snotty-nosed lordling show me up. As you shouldn't. 'Tis a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yet we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenants will, it's British pronunciation, so lieutenants, shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. It looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean Alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo. Definitely Nanamo. Fair enough, I can't imagine her fighting. She is not a fighter by any means. And yet, I don't see them out there. There she is, I say. When you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea soldiery in battle. That I am mere... But what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories that will tell on a wall when he awakes. There you go. That's the right attitude to have. Think of what you can do, and not what happens if you'll fail. I am ready, old girl. Are you? Let's do it. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortom into battle. Pray do us this honor. Some of our gear will be glamored, our attributes and abilities will be unaffected.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Ul'dan, Gridanian, and Lominsan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing enemy will be awarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard!
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Alright, let's do this. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Forward! Forward! Ishgard! Ishgard! Alright, who are we going after? Flame Veteran. You'll be our first target. The Fury's gaze is upon us. Satora, Lord of Monolane, attend to the marked ones. They fall. Find the next. Press our advantage. Well, this is going smoothly so far. It also kind of feels like it's modeled as if it could be a PvP mode, though I've never seen a PvP mode that works in quite the same rule set. Would be neat if there was, but I don't know how well that could be balanced with the whole marking players thing. Alright, we don't need to worry about protecting our own. We are well in the lead here. Taking care of the enemies will be the quickest way to protect our own. Hi, Amonalane. Glad to see you're joining in. Pippin! Come, Ishgardians. Show us your mettle. Alright, Pippin, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Thank you again for helping us after the bloody banquet and all. But, we need to win this. Ishgard, rally to the first commander. To Lucia. Alright, let's protect her. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just noticed that was the serpent commander we were targeting. Oops. I'm sorry, Hirloi. It's been a bit. No more marked targets. Storm Commander Riki, all the commanders are here. Oh, familiar faces. He'll always back up. Okay, good to know. Once they go down, they come back up and hop back into the fight. Ah, hang in there, Lucia. You're taking quite a few hits. But we'll hold them off. Oh, God, Pippin, get out of here. I see you rush out Riki again. Victory is within our grasp. Ishgard! Ishgard! Any other familiar faces? Aye, that's the spirits. Flames, adders, maelstrom, forward! Oh shit, Lucia fell. Of course she did. Okay, we got a new marked target. Just some random serpent veteran. Alright, we are well in the lead. The Fury's gaze has fallen upon General Ralbonen. Cyclops! Cyclops, everyone on your guard! All forces, fall back! Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. All forces, form a line on Satora. Now. Well met. I will not lie, I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all! Alright, Ralbon, don't disappoint me. By the Furies, just the two of them in there. On your guard, Lord of Monolane. Our fight is not yet finished. That's all you bastards have got? Come on then, give us another. Oh boy. Get out of that. So, while we are dealing with Ralbon, the fight continues outside. Gods, they just keep coming. But we cannot. We will not yield. You hear me, old girl? Don't you dare lose. Don't worry. I've got this. Unfortunately, it seems like he doesn't stand much of a chance. Fancy though his blade work may be. Wahaha! Brilliant, brilliant! You are indeed the warrior of light, but I am the bull of Alamigo. Alright, let's not let him get this cast off. Immortal Flame, what an attack name. Named for his grand company, of course. Okay, his swords are down. We should be reasonably safe. Ooh, they are not doing good without me out there. Strength, Satora, strength! Now is your chance! Strike him down for the glory of Ishgard! Aye, alright, take your victory. You've earned it.
Did she win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Rauban. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time, as Minfilia would have done.
A fun little duel. A very fun little duel. I enjoyed the duel against Rauban, even if you could have put up a hell of a lot more of a fight. Pippin! As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I feel honor-bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. Pippin! Your father is extremely capable, even with only one hand. He doesn't need both to fight. He just needs to kick my ass a little bit harder. False balls, I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Bloodsands have I had the privilege. Not since the bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come and how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, father. Seriously, don't give Rauban any excuses. He's a perfectly capable fighter. And Monolane! I'm proud of you. What are we waiting for? We must return to the capital at once and tell them all about our victory. And we will. We will. The messengers have already been dispatched. Let us pray that this victory has the desired effect. This was just another battle for you, I bet, but for my lot, it weren't so much the fight as the not tripping over each other's feet. His lordship might think about laying on some actual training for us next time. Not a bad idea. I confess it stung my pride to be brushed aside so easily, but when the flames subsided and I saw you standing there triumphant, there was only gladness in my heart. Said your goodbyes? I did. In all the years I have known Ralban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Satora, you made this happen. Indeed. I think we can give a nice little victory cry. Things are on a very good track right now. And of course we have to use it. Every job has their own custom victory emote. I will see everyone next time as we wrap up the main story of patch 3.2 before moving on to the side content. I'll see everyone next time for that.